Hi Stitchy friends, I'm Stephanie and welcome to my channel Little Lion Stitchery, where we talk about cross stitch. So Mike and I are back from our little vacation, which was nice. So if you're new here, we just went on a little road trip to New Hampshire to see my great aunt, and then through Maine. So we went up to we went to Portland for a little bit, and then we went to Acadia National Park, which was fun. I'll get into that a little bit more later. And then we stopped by Salem, Massachusetts. So I ended up bringing this piece with me, and I ended up getting a little bit of stitching done. So I don't know, it's a little crooked in the Q-snap, so I don't know. I'm thinking, I don't know if I want to adjust it or just adjust it later, but it's slightly slanty, so ignore that a little bit. So this is a wedding gift for my friends who are having their wedding in October, so I need to get that done. Yeah, so this is, so I stitched it on 28 count. What is this? The 28 count even weave by the Artiste brand, which is the Hobby Lobby brand, and Zweigart. So it's Love Letters Art Nouveau by Ink Circles, and all the colors are the DMC equivalent to, I think it's done in Classic Colorworks, but like I said, it's the DMC conversion. I believe with the chart it has the DMC conversion, so I just used those colors. Yeah. Yeah, and this is what I have so far. So I'm working on this little pink heart here, and so I had to modify this. So sorry, it's originally a sampler, and I just used the alphabet to make the names, and then I recharted, so there's like a stem that goes up here with the alphabet on either side, and I just recharted it slightly in this area. So pretty much everything that I have done so far, besides the lettering, is the actual chart, like the way that the pattern is charted. But like here I added some flourishes of vines, and then I had to change up here a little bit just so I could fit the names in. But like I said, everything I have right now is charted. I've been wanting to do this one for a while. It's been in my stash, and yeah, finally found a good use for it. And I love the way it's coming out. I really hope it goes with their decor, and I hope they really love it. That's always like the big I guess dilemma, is like whether you want to give your cross stitch away as gifts. Time and time again, I can't help but wanting to make gifts for people. I don't know. I hope they appreciated it as much, like, I hope they appreciate it because I put a lot of hard work, you know what I mean? I guess like as much as I labored over it. Words escape me right now. But I don't know, 'cause that's always like a big concern with gift giving. But yeah, I really hope they like it. So that's whip number 1. And then of course I've made some progress on Gypsy Queen. I was hoping to get a little bit more progress done on her before I shot this video. It didn't really happen, but I worked more on her arm. I did like the rest of the blends. I did a little bit up here on her bracelet, or her, what do you call that? Like an armband? An armlet? I don't know. But up there in her, yeah, her jewelry there, and then a little bit on her bracelet. And I started, come on, focus. Well, let's go. You don't have anything else to be focusing on. Come on, what are you doing? There we go. Alright, anyway. Sorry about that. Why? I forgot to shut off my computer notifications. So, what am I saying? The hand. So I've been working on her hand. I was hoping to get the rest of her hand done. And obviously that didn't happen. But that'll happen for next week. And then I'm hoping to get a little bit more filled in on this bottom portion here. Maybe more of her dress over here. It's like I really got to get cracking and stop making gifts for everyone, except that's just what happens. So yeah, this is Gypsy Queen by Mirabilia. It's on 32 count raw natural Belfast linen. And yeah, trying to work more on her. And also getting stuff done. So those are my only cross-stitch WIPs, but I've actually been working on other stuff. Oh, I forgot to mention. So I also posted this past week a little witch kitten as part of my free patterns. So if you go to littlelionstitchery.com, you can download my free patterns. So I uploaded a new one, and this week, Wednesday, I will have a new Halloweenish themed pattern uploaded. So like I said, go there and sign up for my newsletter, and you will get alerts when I create new free patterns. Again, just go to my website, littlelionstitchery.com. So yeah, I'm hoping if you have downloads from the patterns that you're enjoying stitching them up, and I can't wait to see them. So that's my little spiel about that. Anyway, so besides cross stitch, I've been working on patterns, I've been working on other things. I do have some other stuff in the making, so like I said, sign up and you will stay tuned for upcoming notifications and whatnot. So I've been crocheting. I've been crocheting. And if you've been watching me for a while, you probably know that I used to crochet more, and I haven't, there's yarn, what's happening? Being attacked by the yarn. I haven't crocheted in quite some time. I just, if you don't know, because when Mike and I moved into this apartment, I used to live in a 3-bedroom apartment, and it had an attic for storage, so I would keep all my yarn for the most part in storage, and when I needed something I would go and get it. But our apartment, we only live in a 1-bedroom apartment, and I have no space for anything, so currently all that yarn is in my grandfather's attic. And maybe when we move and get a new place, maybe I will pick up crocheting again. It has been quite nice. It's interesting to compare different hobbies. So I know many cross-stitchers usually have more than one hobby. Yeah, so mine, like I said, used to be crochet. And I used to make the amigurumi. I don't know if that's how you say it. I always say it wrong. But the amigurumi, the crochet dolls, that was kind of my jam. And the only other thing besides the dolls is I would crochet baby blankets. So quite a few people I know are pregnant and having babies. So I decided I started this. All right, here's the blanket. It's quite big. I know a lot of people make their baby blankets smaller. So this has a 36-inch roughly width. It is a little bit bigger than I anticipated. I started actually crocheting this like 3 or 4 years ago for a different recipient, and then some stuff happened and it just never got finished, never got, I lost touch with them, so it just wasn't, whatever. Anyway, but I decided to come back to it so a different friend is pregnant, so I decided to finish this up since I have the yarn and I didn't want to waste it, obviously. So, like I said, I don't know why I decided to make it this big, but it is big. I usually do like to make bigger baby blankets just because they can grow into it. And you can also use it as like a little squishy like play mat or whatever. And this is just, if you know anything about crochet, sorry if you're not interested in crochet, you can just leave, I guess. but this is, or maybe you want to start crocheting. So this is just a granny stripe pattern. And the yarn, oh, I guess I should mention the yarn. Sorry, I haven't really done, I haven't talked about crochet in forever. So, like I said, I haven't done crochet in, like, forever. I think the last crochet baby blanket I made was for Mike's cousin, and she's, I don't know, 4 or 5 now? Yeah, she's like 4 or 5 right now. So, I think she's going to be 5 at the end of this year. So yeah, it's been a while since I've actually crocheted and completed something. So this is really nice if I don't know why, but lately when I've been watching TV and cross-stitching, like, I guess it doesn't really matter. It's just easier. It's more monotonous to crochet, because once you learn the pattern, you don't have to, like, look, like, I don't have to look at a chart, you know? It's just like, do, and then you crochet whatever you're trying to crochet. Yeah, with cross-stitch, I have to pay, it takes up more attention. So I've been doing this for things that I, you know, don't want to use, or if I'm just, like, tired at the end of the night and I have to concentrate on something. So yeah, I've been, like, kind of going crazy crocheting this, even though the due date isn't for a while, but I don't know, I've just been really enjoying it and getting back into it. So since I've been getting back into it, oh, so these are, I just used the, what is it called? The Red Heart Super Saver. I'm not the biggest fan. I mean, so when I make the amigurumi, I like the Red Heart Super Saver, number one, because it's cheap. Or it was when I used to get it, but, you know, it's quite expensive now. If you're making, like, a huge thing. Whatever. But, so I like that yarn because it's not only cheap, but it keeps its shape really well. So I don't necessarily like using it for so I don't really make wearables that much, like, except for baby blanket. I mean, I guess you wouldn't really consider a baby blanket a wearable, but it kind of is, if you know what I mean. Like, I just don't like the way it feels as a baby blanket, so I'm going to try and soften it up quite a bit. But like I said, I do like it for making the amigurumi just because it is really stiff and holds its shape really nicely, and it comes in so many colors. So when I do the amigurumi, I do like pop culture, like, characters, so I'm very, like, particular with colors, and they have a lot of colors, so it just makes sense for me. Anyway, so I decided to do this baby blanket in it, probably because of the colors, and I'm going to try and soften it up quite a bit because it's very scratchy. The color's kind of coming through pretty accurately, I guess. It might be a little bit warmer than it's appearing on the camera. But yeah, it's, like I said, 36 inches wide, which is quite a bit, and I only bought one skein. Sorry, I've been saying skein. I know it's like an either or kind of thing, but I don't know if I've always said it that way, or if just lately that's how I'm preferring. Whatever. So I only bought one skein of each because when I did my cousin's baby blanket, I bought 2 skeins of each, and I think I only used 1 skein. So I ended up using 1 skein, but this is actually taking up quite a bit more yarn. And this is the color I'm working with right now, and this is how much I have left, and I don't like square baby blankets. I like when they're more rectangular, so I might have to find another skein. And I'm hoping the dye-lot, everything will be fine with the dye-lot. I don't think it would matter too much just because it's not like the colors are right next to each other. You see, so it's like striping, so if it's slightly off, I don't think it'll be that noticeable. The other thing I did, okay, so since I've been crocheting this, I've been kind of on a crocheting kick, and have been wanting, oops, sorry, piece of yarn fell, and I don't want Link to eat it. Like a little piece that I had cut off. That I had cut off, whatever. Anyway. So the other thing I've been working on, and where did you come from? Oh. Sorry, all these, like, when you work in, like, fiber arts, I guess, all these strands of stuff comes from everywhere. Anyway, so, I made these little swatches. Let me hold it one at a time. Let me hold this one first because Mike likes this one better. So I was on Ravelry, which I haven't been on Ravelry in so long. So if you don't know Ravelry, so hard to say. Ravelry is just like a a crochet and knitting and maybe some other fiber art community where you could find, I mostly go there for free patterns, but you can find any kind of patterns. But anyway, so there's this crocodile stitch, like crocodile scale blanket that I found years and years and years ago, and I wanted to make a baby blanket with it forever. I mean, I haven't made, like, I guess a 36-inch width by like a 45. It's still considered a baby blanket, but I also just like them for, like, they're called like lap gams, or just like, you know, just if I'm sitting in a chair, just something to like cover me if I'm a little cold. So I think they're kind of versatile like that. So I thought about doing this crocodile stitch blanket because I think it's so pretty. So this is, what yarn is this? Red Heart Unforgettable, right? Red Heart? I think it's Red Heart Unforgettable. And like I said, I've seen this yarn and I've wanted to do this forever, so I finally made some samples because I couldn't choose what colors. Oh, the color's not coming up so pretty. Come on. It's coming up very blue, but is that better? Oh, that's a little bit better. So it's like a blues and purples and greens, and it's very like jewel tone. Like I said, it's not really coming up so well. I don't have anything around. Let's use the back of Gypsy Queen. Let's see. No, it's really not. Alright, well, whatever. Colors are so hard to depict here. But it's very, like I said, jewel toned. And on camera it's coming up as maybe just blues. But in person, it's, like I said, purples. And this is the colorway Dragonfly. It's purples and greens and turquoise and blues. It's very, very pretty. Here's what the back looks like. I was just hoping that you can see it a little bit better through the back, but whatever. Anyway, and it's very soft and very plush. The only thing I don't like about it is it's a little bit fuzzy. I don't know if you can like see how fuzzy it is. Not really. But, I mean, it is what it is. So Mike likes this colorway, and I like this one a little bit more. And again, it's a little bit, it's a little faded on here. I don't know how this happened. Okay, so this is the colorway Echo. Again, it's not showing up nearly as gorgeous as it is in person, and it's greens, like mossy greens and like a lighter green, and then like some pretty eggplant and not lavender, but like I guess wisteria color. It's just very like moody and very pretty, and I don't know, I just really, really like this colorway. I mean, I like the other one too. For a blanket, I just think this one would look gorgeous, so I bought quite a bit of yarn for this to make a lapgan or a baby blanket. Okay, realistically, so I don't know if I mentioned this, but Mike and I are going to start trying next year, and we really, really want a girl. So if it ends up being a girl, obviously this baby blanket will be for her, but if it ended up being a boy, I mean, the colors aren't that girly because they are more just like green colors. But, I mean, whatever. If it's like too girly, I will probably just keep it. It's whatever. Doesn't matter. I just think when this one is like more mermaid and this one is more dragon, and like, so like Mike really likes bright colors, so I think the colors are beautiful. I just, I don't know about a blanket. I like them a little bit more muted. Like it's very like, I guess, like I said, like very like fantasy, like whimsical kind of colors. Ugh, it's not coming up right. But I just take a picture and I'll post it on my Instagram. So if you don't follow me on Little Lion Stitchery on Instagram, you can do that and I will post this picture. So the other thing I'm confused about, I've never been like a very consistent, like, I can never get like a consistent like gauge, like I guess the appropriate gauge. Sorry, I keep touching them and I think that's what's making them a little bit more fuzzy is that I keep touching them, but whatever. So this one I did bigger. I did the foundation chain because my foundation chain always tends to be a little bit tight, but with this I didn't really notice a big difference. So this one I went up 2 sizes for the foundation chain. I think, so I was crocheting in a J hook and I did my foundation chain in L. And this one I did only 1 size up for the foundation chain, so I did it in a J because then I crocheted this one in an I hook. So smaller hook, bigger hook, same size sample. How did this happen? It's the same size. How? How does that happen? I don't understand. I don't know, I just don't understand. So now I'm not sure what size to do the baby blanket in because the actual skein of yarn says to do it in a J, and then the pattern for, sorry, I need a stretch, for the baby blanket says to do it in an I. I'm probably going to end up doing it in the bigger size, just so even though they're the same size, I definitely feel like this one I did in the bigger one is a little bit looser than this one. But I don't know if I quite like that or not. I just don't know. But like I said, they look like exactly the same. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to do. I'll figure it out, I'm sure. I'm not going to be working on that baby blanket for a while. But, oh, so the reason I wanted to start is because, like, I don't know. I want to have something made for my child, and I don't know how much time I would have. I don't know. Just with the crocodile stitching, it's going to take like a very, very long time for me. So I want to give myself ample time to complete it, if that makes sense. So there's that. And yeah, so that's kind of what I've been working on this week, among some other cross-stitchy goodiness that I will probably be able to share next week, maybe, if I get some stitching done. We'll see. I really kind of... Sorry about that. Link's timer just went off for his food. Anyway, I think that's all I have. Oh, so we went, I don't know, we traveled. I don't know if you really want to hear it. We didn't get to go to any cross-stitch shops, so that was a bit of a bummer. They ironically did have a yarn shop, but I don't know. I like the cheap yarn, not the pretty, lush, expensive yarn. I don't know. It's so weird. I'm way more into cross-stitching than I've ever was into crocheting, meaning that, like, I have no problem spending lots and lots of money on beads, on special fibers, on this, on that, for my Mirabilias or whatever pattern I'm working on, but I never saw the, I guess, intrigue of buying really expensive, fancy yarns. That's just me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you're, like, a knitter and you're, like, really, really into it. I'm sorry, but that's just me personally. And I know some people who only cross-stitch in DMC or whatever cheap, whatever. I like DMC, so I don't care. But I'm saying I'd rather go to a cross-stitch shop than a yarn shop. But yeah, so there weren't any cross-stitch shops, unfortunately. But we hiked up a really big mountain. I don't think we need to spend so much time in Portland. Mike and I are very much adventurers and like to do things. And like Portland, for the most part, is just like a very shoppy area. And we're not big into shopping. And we've been to Portland before. So we spent 3 days in Portland. I don't know, it was kind of chill. But I would have liked to switch up our itinerary a little bit, I think, because we didn't spend like any time in Salem, which is fine. I mean, whatever. So, oh yeah, we went to Arcadia. I always do that. Acadia National Park in, which is we stayed in Bar Harbor, I guess. Yeah. And then we hiked up the mountain. Oh my god. So I didn't realize. I think Mike wanted to do the hardest path, but I think you would have actually needed like some grappling gear to like do the hard path. Like I don't know, because the medium I was like kind of dying, and I didn't really have like a sight and end, so I was just like kind of going crazy. I don't know, because we've done other hikes, but this one was just like, it's like in some spots it was literally like climbing up the mountain. It was kind of crazy. And I couldn't see where the end was, so it was just like all the more, just whatever. We finally made it up, and it started to rain a little bit, which was whatever. It was very beautiful. Oh, the sights. And even our like hotel that we stayed at was just, the sights were gorgeous. I wish we had more time there, because there was like so much more to do that we didn't get to do. And then, like I said, maybe stay another day in Salem, because we didn't get to do all the things that I want to do. So, whatever, another time. But yeah, it was a lot of fun, and it felt really good coming home. And then, of course, Link. So actually, Link made some progress. Usually, alright, so we have my aunt who lives, like, kind of right down the street, and she will take care of Link most days, because she lives, like, right down the street. And then Mike's parents sometimes come over and take care of him. So Mike's parents are, like, so loud, and they're just, like, so up his butt. Like, so when new people come in, this is what he does. New people come in, he'll hide for a little bit, depending on who it is. He'll hide for a little bit, and then if you, like, stay and we're just, like, chatting, he'll come out, he'll chill, like, whatever. He's not super, super skittish. Like, he's not gonna stay, whatever. But usually when his parents come, he is that way, just because they're very loud, and they don't leave him alone. They're like, where's the cat? Where's the cat? And they look under the couch, and they're like, ah, I see the cat. And then they're, like, bothering him. It's just like, leave him alone, and he'll come out. Anyway, my aunt, on the other hand, will sit in the chair, and she'll do, like, her thing, and then eventually he'll come out. I think she tries to play with him and stuff, too. But she's just very, like, whatever, I'll just do my own thing, and he'll come out. So he got used to her very, very quickly. She's also, like, has a calmer energy and a calmer voice. So, he, like, sees her more. Like, she's been over, I guess, more taking care of him. So, yeah, this past trip, it didn't take him long to come out at all, she said. And she even got nipped, because Link likes to do these little love bites or play bites, or sometimes if you just pet him too much, he gets very annoyed and then nips you. It doesn't hurt that much. It's not like an aggressive, like, kind of thing. It's just what he does. I don't know. Like, if he wants attention, that's what he does. Like, if I'm talking to Mike and I'm, like, facing him, he'll nip me on the back of the calf and then run away. It's just, ugh. It's just how he is. I'm like, oh, good, you've been initiated. It's the clan. That means he likes you. Because if he's afraid of you, he'll be, like, sweeter. I don't know. It's kind of weird. No, but he was, like, super sweet to her. Same thing with Mike's parents. So Mike's parents came over. Oh, my God. It was so funny because at one point Mike's mom was here, and she put him on speakerphone, and then she's like, it's so weird. Link, who's my cat? Link came out, and he was, like, walking around, and I'm like, that's weird. Like, he wouldn't be walking around. He would just kind of, if he was, like, investigating, he would kind of come out maybe a little bit and, like, just sit there and stare at you. But she was like, no, he came out, and he was, like, walking around. I'm like, oh, it's probably because he heard Mike's voice and thought we were home. So the poor kitten was tricked. But then quickly realized we were not home, and then ran back under the couch. But then the next time they came over, Yeah, he was out. He was rubbing against him. He was being super sweet, and they were like amazed. It's like he just needs to get used to you. I don't know. It's kind of like survival 101. If you don't know people and you don't trust them, you're not gonna be all blah-de-da. I don't know. But anyway, yeah. So he can be sweet when he wants to be, and I love him. But he's a nipper. I thought so. He's in the couch right now. I heard, or I felt like a bump, so I was confused, but he's in the couch. That's the other thing is, like, I don't know, sometimes my aunt, well, the first time my aunt came over, like way back when she first cat sat for us, she was like, I can't find your cat, and like, she like, our bedroom was closed. She went in our bedroom, and she's like, I thought maybe he was in your bedroom. Like, no, he's not in the bedroom. He's in the couch. Like there's like a zipper under the couch, and he broke it and got it open, and now he like uses the bottom of the couch as a hammock. I know, I'm sure some of your other cats do this. He did it with our box spring too. So our box spring, we eventually took the dust cover off because, I don't know, it was just more of a mess. A little destructive. No, he's not destructive. Like, he doesn't scratch our furniture because he's a good boy, but alright, whatever. Enough about my kitty. My little stitching buddy. So cute. But yeah, it definitely doesn't really sit with me while I stitch, but he'll sit on the other side of the couch sometimes, but that's about it. Alright, I hope, Mike and I are probably going to skate later, enjoy some of the beautiful weather. It's nice that it's like getting a little bit cooler now, so I'm not dying, because I don't like the extreme heat. So yeah, we might go to the park and skate for a little bit. And yeah, I will see you guys next week, hopefully with more stitching goodness and some surprises and things that I've done during the week. Alright. Oh, also, if any of you are Jewish, happy late Rosh Hashanah. So Rosh Hashanah is the Jewish New Year, so that just passed. When we got back, that's what we did. And yeah. I don't know. I'm so tired. Okay. I will see you guys next week. Bye!